Latin America has now become an epicenter for COVID-19, and in an extremely worrying trend, the fruit markets have emerged as seeding grounds. Large and crowded fruit markets are a way of life in the continent. After all, they support millions of lives and livelihoods. Governments are now scrambling to get a grip on this crisis, and there are no easy solutions. This next report tells you more.
What seemingly emerged from a meat market is now taking lives in fruit markets. In Latin America, large fruit markets are a way of life. People purchase fresh produce from there every day. It's almost ritualistic. They haven't shut down even during the pandemic, and they continue to remain packed even during times of strict social distancing. Hundreds of millions rely on such markets for their food and livelihoods. And now fears are growing that this beloved essential feature of daily life could be the seeding ground for the deadly disease. In Mexico City's main wholesale market, dozens of cases have been detected on a weekly basis. The massive Central de Abasto is an approximately 3 square kilometer compound. Its labyrinthine hallways are crowded with 90,000 workers and up to 300,000 customers every day. The market has recorded 690 confirmed COVID-19 cases, with a peak of over 200 cases per week in the month of May.
Los mayores contagios que estaban álgidos los ubicamos en mayo. Estábamos ubicando cerca de 200 gentes positivas en una semana y después ha venido bajando. Ahorita vamos en el orden de los 60, 70 por semana.
Estamos sanos, no presentamos ningún síntoma, pero al hacer la determinación nosotros de la prueba, al tomar la muestra y al recibir el resultado nos damos cuenta que son positivos. Pues esos positivos son los más peligrosos porque son los que andan dispersando el virus por toda la ciudad.
Peru has more than 2,600 food markets. In May, 36 of capital Lima's largest markets were found to be points of contagion. At the Belén market in Peru's Loreto region, every single merchant tested positive for the virus. All 2,500 of the market's stalls were destroyed.
El gobierno ya anticipó de que el contagio se debe pues a la aglomeración de personas, ¿no? Y sobre todo en los mercados. Y debería haber una solución para poder evitar el contagio, ¿no?
Governments in Latin America are now debating whether and how to keep fruit markets open. In Venezuela, a fruit market has been the source of one of the largest outbreaks in the country. Vendors who run the informal stalls around the market refused for weeks to close up shop. As they received no government support, they had no option but to continue selling. The market was responsible for 400 infections and a dozen deaths. Eventually, the government ordered it to be shut down. But in many places in Latin America, there have been violent resistance to attempts to close markets. Days ago in Bolivia, street market vendors stoned police officers who were trying to enforce a lockdown. Latin America needs to take caution. Individual fruit vendors too are doing what they can to stay safe.
Eu estou usando máscara porque perdi muitos amigos aqui dentro. A gente vê de fora, mas quando a gente começa a ver as pessoas que a gente conhece morrendo, a gente vê que é uma realidade, né? Que as pessoas não estão acreditando.
Bureau Report, WION World is One.